Meet Peter, a young and ambitious professional who has recently been promoted to a managerial role in a large company. With both undergraduate and postgraduate degrees, he is academically qualified and deeply motivated to succeed. Known for his punctuality, dedication, and strong work ethic, he seemed like the perfect candidate for the position. However, 6 months into his role, the company's profits have dropped by 25%. What could be the cause? Is it his leadership approach, external market factors, or a gap between theory and practice? Let's analyze the cultural, social, emotional, and economic assumptions that may be affecting Peter's effectiveness and provide actionable strategies for him to reflect on his leadership style, adapt to team needs, and ultimately improve company performance. Economic assumptions are assumptions that economists make about individuals, markets, or businesses. These assumptions are used to help predict the decisions of players in an economy and how different players use scarce resources. Assumptions can include unlimited wants, self-interest in decision-making, and rational decision-making. Ross, 2020. These assumptions relate to how Peter perceives financial management, budgeting, and profit strategies within the company. If Peter's economic assumptions are incorrect or misaligned with the company's realities, they could lead to poor decision-making, which may explain why the company's profits have declined despite his qualifications and motivation. According to Mesereau's critical reflection, which focuses on challenging and reassessing underlying assumptions, particularly those shaped by previous experiences or external influences. Critical reflection involves questioning the validity of these assumptions, expanding one's perspective, and coming to new insights. Mesereau's model would encourage Peter to critically assess his assumptions about the economic dynamics of the company. For example, did Peter assume that a linear approach to profit generation would be enough, based on his academic understanding? Has he ignored external economic factors, such as changing market conditions, inflation, or industry disruptions? After the company's profit decline, Peter might realize that his economic assumptions were too focused on cutting costs rather than fostering innovation. He may have assumed that keeping expenses low was sufficient for profitability, not realizing that the company's competitive edge requires continuous investment in research and development. Emotional intelligence plays a critical role in leadership. If Peter struggles with self-awareness, empathy, or conflict resolution, his leadership effectiveness could be compromised. Goldman et al., 2013. Managing stress, maintaining composure under pressure, and displaying resilience are essential for fostering a positive work environment. Leaders with high emotional intelligence can better understand and regulate their emotions, helping them to inspire and motivate their teams effectively. Solovey and Mayer, 1990. Additionally, emotional intelligence contributes to better decision-making by reducing impulsivity and improving problem-solving abilities in challenging situations. The challenges now being experienced by Peter and his company can be examined culturally for us to make assertions about the possible causes for the decrease in profitability. Whatever challenges the company now faces may not necessarily be as a result of decisions that Peter has made, but possibly because of improper planning on the company's part or by the previous manager. Also, bear in mind that strategic planning within organizations is normally between a 3 to 5 year time frame, therefore whatever initiatives Peter may have incorporated thus far, would not have come into fruition with just 6 months in office. Culture can very much influence general consumer behavior and market trends, as this is a way of life for the people. For example, in a predominantly Hindu society such as India, fast food entities such as Burger King or others of such nature would not be very lucrative ventures because of their culture, whereby cows are symbolic to their religious beliefs and practices, therefore cow meat is not a part of their diet. However, in the case of Peter and his company, the company has been able to deduce that profitability has decreased because of a new competitor in their market by the name of Pear, which has revolutionized the concept of smart devices and their capability. Social assumption can be described as the implicit belief and expectation individuals hold about a social norm, roles, and behaviors within society. Social assumption plays an integral role in the success or failure of a person and is usually influenced by personal experiences, in this case. Peter, a young manager at his company. Gender role is an aspect of social assumption which could have had an effect on Peter becoming a manager at his company at his young age. It is widely accepted that there are certain expectations which are assigned to individuals based on gender, and career position is one such assignment, as men are more likely to become managers at a younger age than their female counterparts, which can lead to gender bias. Leadership role has been seen as a male prerogative in most sectors of the society, Esser et al., 2018, and when the society stereotype a social group incongruent with the attributes required for success in a social role, then a potential for unspoken bias exists, Benko O.C., 2024. On another hand, social assumption and its element of perception could have had a negative role in Peter's failure to lead his team toward success under his tenure. Peter's story is a powerful reminder that leadership is not only about being introspective, but it is about our actions. Despite his academic credentials and dedication, the 25% profit drop under his tenure reveals gaps between theoretical knowledge and the realities of managing people, culture, and economic pressures. His challenges, whether lack of emotional awareness, social perceptions of his age and authority, or rigid economic assumptions, highlights the need for leaders to pause and question not just their strategies but also the hidden biases and beliefs shaping them. By embracing reflective practices, like honestly assessing his decisions and seeking candid feedback, and reflexive practices, like adapting his approach in real time, Peter can bridge these gaps. Growth will not come from doubling down on what he knows, but from leaning into what he is yet to learn, for leading well means staying curious, humble, and open to the human complexities driving a team's success. Turning this moment into a catalyst for change won't just revive profits, it could ultimately redefine Peter's entire leadership journey. To assist Peter in becoming a successful manager and improving company profits, I would recommend utilizing reflective practices. I would encourage Peter to engage in self-reflection by assessing his leadership approach, identifying what works and what doesn't, and evaluating his decision-making, communication, and delegation skills. I would help Peter review financial reports to analyze changes since he took over, such as cost increases, customer satisfaction, or strategic errors. Seeking feedback from employees and stakeholders is crucial, as it provides insights into his leadership style and its impact on the company. Reflexive practice, which goes beyond reflection, involves being aware of how personal beliefs and biases influence outcomes. I would advise Peter to develop situational awareness, enabling him to assess challenges dynamically and adjust strategies based on real-time feedback. Recognizing and addressing personal biases, such as overconfidence or resistance to change, is also essential. My action plan for Peter to improve company profits includes conducting a root cause analysis to identify areas of profit decline, such as higher costs, lower sales, employee inefficiency, or customer dissatisfaction. Additionally, improving customer relations by reconnecting with customers, enhancing service quality, and effectively addressing complaints is essential.